an ad agency.
My name is Ian Koff. I am the Vice President of the Orange County chapter of the American Advertising Federation, and I'm really excited today to be on set at Paragon Media. We are shooting Ad Agency, which is a musical exploration of the advertising industry that we all know and love so well. Ad Agency is going to be the intro music video for this year's American Advertising Federation Awards Gala here in Orange County. And then it is also going to be used to welcome the national audience to ADMERICA in June, which is, of course, the national convention this year taking place here in Anaheim at the Disneyland Resort. Working with Paragon, working with Jenny and Backhouse, Laura, Jim, everybody on the music side of things, Kurt and Scott, everybody really just gave it 110% on this.
So when Ian first came to me about producing this piece, I immediately listened to the song, thought it was fantastic, but kept telling him, dude, it's too long, it's 5 minutes long, it's too long, can you please cut it back? And unfortunately that was a battle I lost, but knowing what we had to work with and knowing that it was such a cool song and really Ian put his heart and soul into it, we really wanted to make it good for him. So the first thing you do when you're in a situation like that where you have limited budget, kind of a big undertaking, you call your friends and say, hey, we got something, let's see if we can make it work and see who will be willing to go all in with you. And luckily, Jenny with Backhouse Dance and her company was willing to step up and do it.
Chris called me up and he asked me if we would like to come and be part of this project. And it would be kind of a short little one-day shoot, and so I said, heck yeah. Backhouse Dance is a professional contemporary dance company, and generally what we do is we create concert dance pieces. So that means we're performing them in theaters. They're more like moving pieces of art, so they take us a while to create.
And I've had the chance to work with Jenny many times. She's a terrific choreographer and just really a joy to work with, especially when you're dealing with things like this that are kind of intricate and you got to find a way to bring them to life. Her dance company is so good at being able to kind of create these unique scenarios with dance, and it just makes it so much more fun and vibrant.
Laura Dickinson, who was my musical collaborator, is also just a phenomenal performer.
She has an amazing voice, she's an amazing vocalist, but she's terrific in front of the camera, and she really brought this great dynamic with Ian and just really brought a lot to the piece.
Working with Ian was a riot. He's a goofball. And it was fun to let the ladies dance around him. I think it made his day, so that was good.
When you're talking about, here we are in advertising, living the dream, and I have 4 beautiful women draped around me with a drink in my hand, it's self-referential. I mean, this is what advertising should be. It's certainly as Don Draper would have imagined it, and it's so rare that it actually it goes that way, but we said, listen, for one day we're gonna make it the way we wanna do it.
We have the best time when we're here working with Chris. It's just a fun environment to be in. You can take risks, we can try things, we can do them over and over, which is fun too, because in live performance, if you don't do it right the first time, you're in trouble. You only get one time. But here we can try different things, we can make little tweaks, and it's really a creative environment and fun.
On this one, make the logo bigger.
There's a line in the song where we talk about having to Photoshop a half-naked midget playing a flute. We didn't have the time to go and actually source this, so we had our post wizards shoot me against a green screen, shirtless, and then play with the proportions of the body so that while I'm holding a flute, it looks like I'm just a little person. And this is probably one of the more unique situations I've found myself in as a creative director. But
so another thing we had to come up with in the production meeting was kind of the visual look, and that comes into the costume choices. And so we decided to go with this real kind of cool black and white look. So we put the dancers in these great black dresses that were super sparkly, and Ian in his black and or white dinner jacket looked really great, and it was kind of crisp and clean.
So we just knew going into it we were going to shoot for the grade later on and really just try to create this beautiful tones and just this nice black and white feel, So it just had this very kind of formal, stylized vibe, and we thought the black and white coloring, the tones, just would really add to that.
The jazz hands. Yeah, I don't know how many times I did this, but they made me look really good.
Okay, so we love sparkles. And so this piece was awesome because those dresses were very sparkly. And they like the dancers love to have a little glitz and a little glam every once in a while. It's good for them.